Second Son, Transitioning Toward My Destiny, Love, and Life is an autobiography about Ryan K. Sallen's life, specifically his transition from female to male. His personal experiences with transgender issues make him very knowledgeable and qualified to write a book about them. Due to the autobiographical and personal nature of the book, there is some room for bias. One example is from page 220, when he says, "Isn't it amazing that families who give their children unconditional love and provide them with a non-judgmental environment to explore who they are can have such an impact? Should we expect anything different from our families? The answer is no." Part of the purpose of an autobiography is to share one's opinions. However, that does lead to a degree of bias. Due to the novel-like reading of this book, Sallen's only cited 10 works, which included books, articles, documentaries, and even movies. Much of the information presented is a first-hand account of depression, struggling with one's gender identity, and transitioning. Because this is an autobiography and not a textbook on LGBTQ information, less references are needed. One way the book could potentially improve is by having trigger warnings before some of the more intense chapters. For people who have experienced or who have loved ones who have experienced an eating disorder, depression, self-harm, suicide, idealization, etc., reading about these issues can be difficult. Having a short warning for the chapters containing these intense themes, or even the book itself, could potentially help some readers. Overall, we enjoyed reading this book. All three of us agreed that we have not really spent much time delving into transgender issues. However, as future educators, we are very likely to encounter students who have. This book was very insightful about what life can be like for students struggling with their gender identity, being rejected by their families, and ultimately transitioning. While, of course, one must be careful not to use this book as a blanket statement for all LGBTQ youth, it was a helpful introduction for people who have never really spent much time around that particular community.